How's everyone doing? It's Mask here. In today's night's Chronicle video, we're gonna dive into the arena. It's been a little while since I dove into the arena. They took away my Ramu. I worked hard to raise up, and when I went to dive into the arena, I was kind of stuck with this 3-4-ish man team, and it was frustrating. But today's gonna be all about the arena. I guess I'm gonna go over my tips and tricks on things you should do in the arena when you're trying to get ready. And proper scouting of teams, what to look for, how to adjust your playstyle when you're going in. But before we get to that, I always save my free summon of the day to show it. So let's do it. I always say one of these times this is going to be an SSR. It's going to be Rue. I want Rue so bad. Just a rare. It happens every time. But today is a special day. Today we have a guaranteed SSR ticket rotting away in my inventory. I've saved it all weekend because I wasn't able to record this weekend. So it's in here. It's hiding. I'm going to get to it. And this is what I've been saving up. I've not spent any of my ruins pulling on these two phenomenal banners because I want to see if I can get Rue from this ticket first. Please. Oh, there it is. Ooh. Oh my gosh. It's been sitting here 4 days, 6 hours left, which means it's been in here for almost 3 entire days. And I'm always just like, there's an SSR. I can click it right now. Let's do it. Oh, what is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? A dupe Ruby. A dupe Ruby. Come on. Come on. You know what? It could have been worse. I get a skill up on Ruby now, but I'll take a Ruby skill up. Ruby's like my best character, honestly. Seriously the best character I have. And she's already 4 purple stars. That's not too bad. That could have been way worse. I wanted Rue so bad, but that'll do. That'll do. We'll go with that. Let's jump into PvP. Let's go to the arena here. I should try to feed that Ruby her skill and get that skill up, but we'll do that later. Ready. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and smash ready here. I'm gonna unmake my team. This potato. I was like quick farming arena entries before dailies reset. Demos and Mary are... Come on, you guys hate me. You hate me. We'll throw Ramu on the lead, I guess. I got Ruby, Electra. This is gonna have to be a 4-man team. We don't have the Demos revive, so it's not like bringing... We could bring a 5th. Even if they're not the strongest. I wish I'd leveled this person up. Gosh. I'm going to PvP, guys, but let's have my best character kicked out. Alright, I'm going to leave the team as is. Going to leave Ramu as lead. And I'm actually, you know what? We're going to go back to our roots here. We're going to run a 4-man team, and I believe in it completely. So now here's the important part about Arena. It's knowing your team. Things to look for. I immediately look for revives. Passives that automatically revive you. Mina is one. You got to learn about Mina. Mina will always self-res herself. It's just part of her... I've never actually used the character myself. I know it has to do with her Foxfire Globes. All Foxfire Globes revive 1 time. It restores 30% of her HP. And then release Foxfire Globe revives her again. All I know is Mina. If I see Mina, she's got her passive automatically. She will self-res. Esna, I check everybody anyway just to know if they have their level 60 skill. I see a Ruby. Boom, Ruby has her level 60. I know that. I'm not really scared of Rebecca's. It's just more damage. There are no real support characters on this team. So that's an easy go for me. Go right ahead. Let's get in. And we have Ramu. Ramu's going to protect me from getting nuked because she can bring people back. My Ramu, with her own passive buff, prevents herself from getting nuked, especially with there not being a Kane on the enemy team. Ruby goes ahead and does some damage. Now, biggest focus here. Honestly, I didn't really do a threat analysis on who I want to focus because there's not the usual things. There's no Demos this week. Usually when there's Demos, I do a stat check on every single character. That I should have done. We should have opened up the stat menu. We'll do it next time. But I would really like to see this Esna out of here. So let's hit her. Kane taking some serious damage. Will his skill 2 be enough to take out Esna? It won't. That's unfortunate because we actually would have blocked her ultimate, preventing her from being able to use it if I just ulted her. 2 of my people have Esna's Revenge. They're going to have to defend. Now, what I probably would have done here was just take a look at who was the easiest to kill. Just to get threats off the board, prevent people from using their ults. It just makes it a whole lot easier. But Esna, I really dislike her, so she's who I'm focusing out here. But it's gonna be a little bit of a stretch here. I'll bring Kayn back with Ramu, but this will get rid of Esna. Ruby is just so fantastic how quickly she gets her ult back. She's already ulted twice. And then with Esna gone, Ruby is my next biggest threat on my enemy team right now because she counters my Kayn, especially. Be able to remove his buff, but my opponent's not running many support characters. So my Kayn is kind of countered in that sense anyhow. Nope, they managed to heal a little bit, so he's actually been procced, which is fantastic. Gonna go ahead and just ult out Ruby, and at this point, I can pretty well throw auto on, and I often do, to finish it off. Actually, with only 3 left, I'm totally gonna do it, for it to get through quicker. But this was kind of an easier battle. There wasn't any supports. There wasn't, I mean, Demos being banned this week really simplifies up Arena a lot, for me especially. Demos is one of the people you notice right away. He's got that auto res. He makes you have to think twice about who you're going to focus any round, no matter what. '60 talent increases attack with each globe. It's on global as well. She doesn't res 3 times. Yeah, no, fair enough. And boom. No, this isn't live player versus player tut. This is typical where like I'm playing against a real player's team, but it's being controlled by a computer player. A live arena would be an awesome addition to this game, and other gachas similar to it have introduced live arena before, which I really liked. But let's go back, and we got 4 more arena tickets ready. This actually, another time, and again, this looks like a pretty easy team. Demos getting banned is probably leaving a lot of people supportless this week, just because he's one of the best supports to try to go after and build. So, but if I jump in here real quick, what I like to do is take note. I will always, especially when there's Demos in play, because you want to know who the weakest person on your opponent's team, the easiest person to kill is, because you need to kill them quick. Waste Demos passive. Get it out of the way. So I pop in here and I immediately go, well, 11, but it's 12. 12, 17. Just counting it, HB defense. This is 9, 12, 6, 8. That's terrible. Like 600, 800, or 6,800 defense. 7,900, 9. So boom. Obviously, Cheshire is the easiest kill here. So if there was a Demos on the team, I would be just focusing her absolutely. Ashley has his skill. I don't even really check skills on offensive units. I'm not that interested in them. They're just not that much of a threat. They already do damage. Sure, their passives make them do more. I think people like Ruby and Kayn, really impactful passives, I will check, see if they have them. And I'm only running 4 heroes right now because they banned my other 2 really good ones. So it was run 4 heroes or run 4 heroes plus someone I've barely trained at all and practically does nothing anyway. But I have a pretty strong team, so we'll win. We'll still win most of our matches with just these 4 heroes. I mean, this one's a complete joke. There wasn't even much scouting to do. We've already instant popped 2 people, so we've practically won this. My Ramu can bring back 2 people. Ruby's in great shape. Ashley is definitely my next target to focus here. Probably should have been my target from the start to focus. But a lot this week as well, without Demos in the lineup, this is the second support-free team I've ran into. Kayn starts having much less of an impact when there's nobody healing. His basic invincibility skill never gets a chance to pop off. And I mean, there's 2 people left. Let's just throw auto on and get this to end quicker. Rip the band-aid off. Ooh, we have maintenance is starting soon. I want to get some more climbing done. Finish her. We got to kill her twice already. She's going to revive. There we go. Kayn knows what's up. Block that healing. She doesn't even get to gain any health after the revive. A couple more wins till Crystal 2. Oof. I'm used to being in like the 3,000s arena rank. We're in like 20,000 right now. That's what you get for AFKing all weekend. Jump back in. See if we can find a team worth of scouting. All right, here we're starting to see a little better. This is worth looking into. Ruby's got her passive, great. Rue does not have her passive. That's pretty good. So, but Rue can revive, so at least revives are coming into play here. We have Ashley repping 8412. We got 9111 on Rebecca. 9513 on Rue. 8510. So Ashley at 8412. Actually, Esna's going to be weaker at 8510. And I have Ruby, so I'm going to focus down Esna. I like to leave Rue up because Rue feeds Kane's passive so nicely, and her revive is on such a long cooldown that I tend to leave any support on my team, on the enemy team, up prior to your PvP strategies. In most other games, I like to leave them up just because if they heal and Kane gets his passive off, he absorbs all damage just like that. Damage absorption on. That is crazy strong. And Kane was that one shot? Was that by, I think that was Rebecca, right? Yeah, Rebecca does bonus damage to him. It must have been. No problem, though. Ramu says, I got you covered. Electra, so their Rue has now used her skill 3. It's going to be on cooldown for quite a long time, but Arcane is down. That's unfortunate, but Ramu is nowhere near dying. She is a beast. I have her on like, she heals like 20% health per turn and has about 14k health when she's the leader, like she is right now. Ruby goes ahead. The enemy team's Ruby is sort of my biggest threat at the moment, but she's a lot harder to kill when you can't get a health, get a debuff on her that stops her from healing every turn. So we'll probably kill her last. At that point, I might be able to get my Kane back depending on how many turns have went by. No, 7 turns. That's not going to make a difference. I'm going to go ahead and focus down Rue here, though, before I kill the Ruby. Probably should have saved Ruby's passive for killing the other Ruby because she's harder to beat down. Yikes. I mean, at this point, we can pretty much throw auto on. And as long as we get rid of Rue. If Rue's gone, 3v1 on the Ruby. I assume we're going to be walking away from that one victorious. Let's just do it. Fake info. Okay, Lightclaw. Yo, Asian Saint, how you doing, man? Battle Right. Where do you get that Battle Right tag from, Saint? I gotta know. You have a Battle Right badge. That is really cool. I love that game. Me and my friend Selfie played a ton of Battle Right. Ruby, just die already. Come on. I know you're a beast, but seriously. 11k. That's how you take it home. I was scared, though. If she all of a sudden got her ult off right at turn 50, she could have popped my Ruby. Would have been deadly. Jump back in. Take a look at the team. I mean, immediately I see a level 54 SR. I'm feeling kind of good. We look at Rue. Rue's got her passive. She's got 10k health, 18k defense. Pretty tanky unit. We got basically 10k, 1500 on Leafa, who also has her passive, so she's going to get Resolve. So Leafa, you do want to kill Leafa. We have a Ramu who's going to self-res. So you got a Ramu-Rue team here. So this is where it gets interesting. That has to be dealt with in an efficient way. You kill Rue first. So because there's so many revives on that team, I really should have finished looking into who had the least health. And least health, least defense. But that being said, actually, it's automatically going to be this guy. Because he's level 54. He's super low. So let's go ahead and kill him immediately and burn Ramu or Rue's revive. Because you either got to burn one of them. So now I know Rue's revive is gone. I know I'm good to kill Ramu. Ramu's not going to be able to revive herself, and Rue can't revive her. Well, revive herself past her own self-res. That's it. Anyone else I kill is just going to get brought back up immediately. Oh, taunted. Damn. I was like, Kane's going in. It's good. This is a joke. I mean, my other option here would be simply ignore the support characters because they're feeding Kayn so aggressively that simply by leaving them on the field, he becomes invincible. That's actually the better decision here, for sure. Let Ramuh revive. Don't kill him. Leave him up. Oh, you had to go kill him. Okay, Ramuh's going to revive both of them now, for sure. And then both of their revives are on cooldown. Just look at Kayn go. He could 1v5 this team. Double support teams are what Kayn was made for. If there's no Ruby, it's quite hard for a double support team to burn through a Kayn, or at least someone to remove buffs. I'm sure there's people that aren't Ruby that also do it quite efficiently. Actually, we should focus Leafa down here because her passive gives her a buff when there's 3 or less people on her team. So let's pop her before we kill the SR unit. Then she never gets her buff. And at this point, we're laughing. It's pretty much over. Thanks. Oh, okay, whoa. Let's do some scouting on these guys real quick. I see a Kayn. You did sleep in this chair. I know, I passed out in this chair for like 2 hours. I see a Kayn immediately, has his passive. We have a Ramuh. Ramuh does not have her passive. Because she's level 56. That's a huge thing, though. That's all part of scouting, to know that before. Karin revives a dead ally with 30% HP for 2 turns when an ally dies. So Karin has a self-res. So we have Ramuh who can res 2 people. Karin has an automatic res, similar to Demos's. So we're going to want to burn that. So we're going to want to find out who's the weakest, easiest person to kill to burn that automatic revive right away. We have 7,600 HP on 900 defense. 8,000 on 800. So it's definitely going to be Mei here. So we're going to burn her. And everything else is pretty standard. I think if I focus down Mei, get rid of that instant revive, I can immediately move to just burning through Rebecca, Kayn, and Mei. Again, I'm not scared of Ramuh's revive. I'll let her get it off once. But there's being so many support characters and they don't have an efficient way of dealing with Kayn's passive. Let's just feed it to him. He's already got the passive up. He's laughing. Oh, why am I using 4? Asian Saint, I'm using 4 people right now because I don't have a 5th strong character to bring in. And I didn't want to waste... Maintenance is coming up, and I just didn't want to waste time going through my list to find an excuse of a level 40, level 50 to bring along. They're not even that useful. They just die right away. Like, meh, whatever. I'll level someone up later today, most likely. After maintenance, we'll see. 3 minutes to maintenance, by the way. There's Ramuh's revive. So Mei's been revived twice now. That's great. Ramuh's revives on like a 6-turn cooldown, if I'm right now. So we have 6 full turns to win this game without having to worry even the slightest bit about her. Let's take out Rebecca. Mei will go down pretty easily here soon. And actually, I'm going to save Kayn's passive for killing the other Kayn. Damage absorption. Okay, so my Ruby just gave him his passive because she healed when he hit her. That's fine. This should take out Mei, and it did. Now we focus on Kayn. So we hope we can get a taunt in here. We did. Excellent. He's got his passive back up, but... So I can't attack him with Kayn. That would heal him. But the second it's Ruby's turn, that passive's gone. Dun, dun, dun. Actually, his own turn. He got rid of it, which is great. Come on! Yeah, oh, and there it is. He actually got his passive, but Ruby took it right back away from him. And then once Kayn's gone, we focus down Ramuh because she's the person with that ticking clock. She could turn this game back on by bringing everyone back. That ult there was probably overkill, but let's just get that Kayn out of here. So focusing Ramuh now. Could probably turn auto. Oh yeah, we could turn auto on for sure. I am very excited for this new update actually, and to see such a big update coming within the first month of a game. That I always love to see. It shows commitment from the developers that they're involved. They're actually trying to help you play the game. Links are allowed to, or I mean, I think I'm gonna have to permit you, but that should be done now. Yeah, no, links are allowed for sure. And that's it. Easy wins. Because we scouted. We knew what we were up against. We knew Ramuh did not have her self-res, so we knew that you'd only have to kill her once. We knew that Karen had her passive, so we had to be aware that we didn't focus down a super hard-to-kill unit just to have them automatically brought back by Karen. And I don't have enough time to actually beat these people. The update is about to happen, so I'm just going to take a look at the team and do one last scout. And this is one of the most important parts of actually doing Arena. Take a look at Ramuh. Ramuh's got her passive. She will self-res. You need to know that. Esna has her passive, so we need to be looking out for Esna's revenge. She's got the debuff. And Ashley has his passive. I don't think I've ever even paid attention to it. Yeah, it's extra damage if you have Ebony Wound. It does make him a higher priority target to burst down. Kane has his passive. You all know about it. With Kane having his passive, you might want to consider... if you don't have someone to deal with his passive, you might want to consider altering your team a little bit, bringing less support. Ramuh is kind of hard because she basically automatically pops Kane's passive and often. And then there's a level 50 Electra over here, so she's going to be getting taunts out. She's got 6,500 HP, 1,600 defense. She's just a naturally tanky unit. There's no real auto reses. Like I said, Demos is one of the biggest things we need to focus on. You see a Demos, you got to check for his passive. Karen, check for his her passive. They're huge impacts on the game. But that's about it. That would have been my scout. I'd be going in. I'm focusing down. I'm actually probably going to focus down Esna just because, yeah, at 9k 1400, Ruby does a lot of damage to her. Let me just see here though. She's 9 over 14. He's 10 over 13. Kane's going to be 9 over 12. And she's 6.5 over 16. I might focus down Electra. It's either Electra or Esna here. And I'm just going to let Ramuh get that first revive off. And then leave Ramuh on the field because I know Kane's going to be here constantly constantly getting his passive from Ramuh, which is a huge buff. It makes him immune. He makes him absorb all damage. A huge attack buff. It turns him into a PvP monster. But I can't click start. Maintenance has started. If I even try to start this battle now, it's not going to work. Actually, will it? I'm not sure. It is 7 o'clock, 7:01 now, so maintenance should be starting. Let's go ahead and try to load in. No, there's maintenance. So the maintenance started, but that is basically everything I kind of wanted to talk about for PvP. There's so much more. Some of my biggest hints are literally jump into the weekly rankings. You know what? Once a week, it's a really good thing to do. I like to do it almost once a day. Once a day for sure, I jump into the rankings and check the team that all top 10 people in the arena are using. It just gives you ideas for synergies. You can check their ruins and check what builds they're using. It's just a great way to kind of get an idea what direction to take your team in. Or maybe they're using super or SR units, or there's an R unit, and you're like, wow, I have that, and I never even considered leveling it up. And it kind of just gives you ideas on directions to take with your team and stuff. They've poured a lot of time and money into the game, and they probably know a thing or two. Now, I hope I didn't do this whole thing with this tiny little screen here. If I did, I apologize, but I don't think I did. But that'll do it for my video today, guys. Thanks for checking it out. It was all about Arena. I hope to grind back into, like, the top 2,000, hopefully top 1,000 of the Arena, or even higher, quite soon, so I can actually do some real, real hard, try-hard PvP battles. They're fun. I thoroughly enjoy PvP. I think it's kind of the only reason a lot of us play this game. The PvE content, although the Advent dungeons are quite hard, I feel like all the PvE content is to make you better to compete in PvP. And of course, the crystal rewards weekly from PvP are fantastic. So you want to do as well as you can in PvP just to get yourself some more crystal flow. But it's maintenance time now, so I guess I'm totally done. Now, I can't even open the game back up. So thanks for checking this out, guys. Catch me live at twitch.tv/MasKScarin. You can check out my Facebook and my Twitter in the description down below to know when I'm going live or when new content's coming out. And as always, guys, I want to remind you to check out BlueStacks. I play Knights Chronicle on BlueStacks on my computer. It works really well. It's just fast, zippy, and it saves your cell phone batteries. Honestly, these games are so fun. They do run well on your cell phones, but they kill your battery. You just get slower and slower over time. All of a sudden, your phone's not making it through the day. BlueStacks is the answer. Play Knights Chronicles on your computer. Look in the description down below for a link. I've included it. You grab that link, throw it in a browser, download BlueStacks, and it's going to install Knights Chronicle right away for you, save you some time, and every time you do it, it helps me out as well. So I really appreciate that. But that's all I got for you today, guys. Thanks again for spending the time to watch my daily Knights Chronicle videos. I really appreciate it, and I really appreciate your feedback in the comments down below too. I do my best to answer any questions you guys have in the comments. But most of all, stay classy.